Welcome back here on the Senior Network. We are now joined by Joe Agee, Director of Sales, Seabrook of Hilton Head. Good to see you, Joe.
Good to see you.
Well, tell me, I know you were talking about getting vaccinated, and we're trying to get everybody to do that, but what's going on at Seabrook with that?
Right here, buddy.
You've been there, done it?
I've been there, done
Good
that.
for you, good for you.
We had our second one yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that means you're bringing together all the residents?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all those who wanted it.
Sure.
Which was, I won't say 100%, but probably pretty close.
That's good.
And the Burke's Pharmacy was the one who...
They came in and did it for you?
Right there in our living room.
Yeah, they were really stepping up in the community, helping out. I've heard a lot of people say that Burke's is doing their shots like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were great. I mean, it went bang, bang, bang. Nobody was really waiting around at all.
Yeah.
And I think it gives people a lot more confidence about where they are and what's going on from the pandemic standpoint. And so, I mean, you can almost feel the fact that they're feeling a little bit better and not have to worry.
Sure, I think that's across the board now. The people I've talked to that have had, gone through that, they're like, oh, you just get a little more confidence, if you will. Yeah. And obviously no side effects. You look great today after the show.
I mean, it's a little sore, Yeah. I mean, I can hardly get my hand up there without, but yeah, I mean, there's been some folks who get a little bit, I wouldn't say sick, but had some headaches and that kind of thing. Yeah, I was fortunate.
Oh, good for you. Well, I know when you walked in, you said, I've been really busy. So tell me about that. What's going on? You have the move-ins, and I know all your virtual stuff went really well.
Well, I think part of it may be just the time of the year and how people have, sometime over the holidays, they've met with their kids and had more conversations about maybe what should be looked at in the future or near future. Really, around the first week of February, the phone just started ringing.
Yeah.
And I was talking to primarily kids, like I've got my mom coming in, or I need to look at something for my mother-in-law, something along those lines. And so it lets you know that there's folks out there that know they need to make a transition. They need to do something different, and they need to be ready for the future, which is as they get older, what issues they have to deal with.
Yeah. Well, tell the viewers that don't know, tell us a little bit more about that move-in process and financially how all that works.
Well, you have to go through your financial side, and then you also have your medical side.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at coming to the Seabrook, you know that you're going to have to be approved financially. And so therefore it means you're going to have to provide some documentation, whether it's tax returns and those types of things.
Sure.
Because we want to make sure that the people have the wherewithal financially to be able to live there for a long time.
Exactly.
So that's very important.
Okay.
Because as a nonprofit, I mean, it could land in the Seabrook's coffers if someone runs out of their the particular funds and doesn't have family to help.
Yeah, you have to be smart about that. I understand. Yeah.
And then of course, you've got your medicals, which is just as simple to have your physician complete the document, basically tell you what type of drugs you're taking or what your overall situation is health-wise, and then hopefully be able to sign it down at the bottom and says can live independently.
Right.
That's the key.
That's the key phrase.
Yeah.
Well, and as far as are there, I'm assuming there's like deposits and things like that would need to be put down.
Well, the way we do it, we have two real products there.
Okay.
One is a villa purchase, just like any other
outright
type
purchase.
of real estate. Yeah.
Okay.
And the other is what we call an entry fee contract, which is a little bit different, but what has happened over the last 10, 12 years, a number of units have been donated to the Seabrook. In doing that,
that were purchased by someone else?
That were purchased before.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And they get a little bit of a tax break in doing that. But the Seabrook now is in charge of, almost 100 units at this point in time. And the idea is that, okay, we're not going to sell them to anyone, but we will lease them or rent them
Sure.
It's hard to come up with a title for actually how it is because it's different than really anything else, especially on Hilton Head,
Right.
that is available. We call it the entry fee contract.
Okay.
And basically you make a one-time payment when you move in. That's kind of like your housing expense. And then when you decide to leave or have to leave, you give us notice, make sure the villa is empty, and you'll get 50% of that money back. And that would either go to you or your estate or whomever.
Right.
And of course, they still have the membership expense, and they still have the monthly fee expense.
Right, like most places, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the real difference is when it comes time to say goodbye, if you were to purchase a unit, you've got to pay that monthly fee until somebody else comes in and buys your place.
Interesting.
So when a Seabrook owns it, that is not handled that way. I mean,
Sure.
as soon as you give us the keys and say goodbye, you stop paying the monthly fee.
Great. Joe, time's already up. Great information. I'm glad the viewers got to hear a little bit more of details about the Seabrooks.
Super duper.
Thank you. Stay with us here on the Senior Network. More to come.